Everybody, shut up! And action! Alright, so once again, we're talking about X-Men, except this time it's X2. The sequel to X-Men. And honestly, this movie was not as good as the first per se, but it was still an entertaining story in a sense. I mean, in this one, the story is essentially the bad faction per se is trying to find a new way to kind of end humans, try to make them more like the mutants and more accepting towards mutants, but they don't want to be accepting, so let's just send violence to them. Mutants should be able to live in peace. If humans don't want to accept us, goodbye, hope you lived a nice life. But like, the entire point of this movie isn't so much, oh, good faction versus bad faction, type of storyline. It's more so the evil sort of stance from the humans. Like, yeah, we see that there are mutants, we see there's a threat, let me do my research, let me alter mutants and manipulate them to work for me so that I can wipe them out. Oh, I've already messed with you. It's kind of revealing other circumstances, other types of humans. Like in the previous movie we saw good mutants, bad mutants, and then there's just humans. Now we're seeing good mutants, bad mutants, and how they involve themselves with bad humans. And when I say good here and bad here, I'm talking all subjectively to your opinion. It's just this is kind of how the movie's trying to portray them. Oh, these are the good guys, these are the bad guys, oh, these are the bad humans. And obviously, even though to me they might seem like bad, oh yes, I'm going to artificially alter you and make you my puppet instead of giving you free will, you damn mutant. To me, that might seem like bad, slavery type of manipulation, and then to someone else, they might seem like good, and I don't know how you would think that's good, but okay. You watch this movie how you will. And this movie isn't as hooking, like, the second movie is more like, yeah, I can get a little distracted and watch while I work, type of thing, but at the same time, it kind of hooks you into the characters, seeing how they're developing a little more, the newer characters, the interesting around them, their entire persona, how they all relate together once again, how they work together to protect one another, while also trying to protect mutants as a whole, while trying to kind of get the good and bad working together to save mutants everywhere, how people are being manipulated against other mutants, how humans are able to attack mutants. It's just a whole debacle, and it's like, okay, there's a lot of chaos here. Oh my god, even this Wolverine who I thought would be an unstoppable force can be tamed. Like, oh my god. Like, there's a lot going on that kind of hooks you in, kind of interests you, and kind of bores you, but mostly interests you. The story is still interesting, and it really just delves in more onto the bad humans sort of aspect of this sort of situation of should mutants exist in society and how it should be resolved and taken care of, because mutants right off the go can just break into the president's suite, the most important person in the country, and kill him on his own free will. Like, there's a lot going on, and humans can manipulate the situation, mutants can manipulate the situation. It's all about control and power in this movie, and seeing what can be done. And honestly, the movie is pretty interesting. Not as good as the first one, doesn't really hook you in as much, and doesn't entertain you as much, but like the story here is still continuing off that, and kind of keeps you interested in the entire grander story, interested in the characters. But in a sense, it's just not as interesting a story, not as interesting a portrayal of anything, and the characters, they just seem a lot more staler than the primary movie. But still, entertaining movie. I give this one like a 70%. Not bad, kind of interesting. Might as well keep going for the trilogy. I will rewatch the third one soon and keep you updated to that. Peace.